In this video, I'm going to answer your questions. We've chosen randomly a few questions that you post on our videos, in the comments, and we're going to feature a few of you in this video and answer your questions. So what are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side. Welcome to our immigration channel. This is a place where we give you the most up-to-date information about immigration news, immigration updates, and everything you need to make your immigration journey stress-free. My name is Sapochnick, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California. And in this video, I'm going to be answering your questions. So let's jump right in. So the first question is from Steve B. And Steve is asking, I sent my I-129F application on November 9th. I haven't got a receipt, and it's January 18 right now. This is a very common question. We've done a video about USCIS receipt updates. You can watch it right here. But to answer your question, Steve, right now they have severe delays in receipt issuance, and it's not uncommon for them to take that long. So yours was sent in November. We're now in January. I have clients that filed cases in mid-October and they still don't have receipts. Now, it doesn't mean that none of the clients received receipts that filed in October, but we have quite a few that did. So your case was filed in November. I think you should wait just a little bit longer, and then hopefully you get your receipt. I know it's a very stressful period of time right now, specifically when you file for those K-1 visas applications, and you know that your fiance is overseas. She's also probably stressed out. So what I can tell you and her and everybody else that is watching, and you file it for your K-1, be patient, because they are working on getting their procedures up to date. They're also working on making things a little bit faster, getting more staff in there, and hopefully in the next few weeks we're going to see a better movement of receipt applications, and as well as them starting to schedule the interview. So don't worry, things are going to get better. Next question. Next question comes from Cutest Jati, and the question is, will President-elect Joe Biden undo the immigration ban on day one of his office after swearing in? Please, Jacob, help me out. So Jati, I do believe that President Biden will and can undo all the proclamations on the first day, on the first week when he's elected. Remember, those are executive actions, and he can start signing those executive actions from the moment he is sworn in as president. For more than a year, President-elect Joe Biden promised and campaigned that he's going to do all of Trump's immigration policies on day one. He specifically said that. He also said that while he's transitioning, his team is working very hard to be positioned that on day one they're going to be able to execute on his promise. Biden's incoming chief of staff, Ron Klein, stated that they already have a list of upcoming executive orders that President-elect Joe Biden is going to sign in the first week in office. Some of them include, of course, immigration. So I'm very optimistic that we're going to see actions on day one. Next question is from Bulkalia Ayuba, and the question is, hi, we went to a marriage interview on the 18th of December, and our officer said she might approve our application, but she will request another birth certificate. We have not heard back from them still. Should I be worried? Thank you. So, Ms. Ayuba, what happened to you is essentially requests for more evidence. Sometimes at the end of your marriage green card interview, the immigration officer may ask for more information. And at that point, you have to respond within a certain amount of time. Typically it's 30 days, sometimes it's 87 days, depending on the office jurisdiction. But remember, if you acted quickly, the immigration office typically will respond to you within 6 months and adjudicate this case. The reason I'm saying 6 months is because right now USCIS offices are backlogged, and it's taking really a long time for them to make decisions. But don't worry, as long as you provided the birth certificate, which is not a very difficult request for evidence, you should be fine, and your case hopefully will be approved. It will take some time, and be patient. Patience is the key. Thanks for asking these questions, and I wish you all the best. Next question is coming all the way from Germany, from Jane. And the question is, we are regularly stationed abroad as my husband works for the Air Force. My interview is on the 27th of January, but planning to travel on the 25th. I can't be able to get a hold of them, of USCIS, to reschedule. What am I going to do? Jane, this is a great question, and I'm getting a lot of these questions from my own clients and many people that watch our channel. Here's what's going to happen. So remember, Jane, when you received your appointment for the interview, at the bottom of that appointment, there are instructions how to reschedule the appointment if you cannot make it. All you have to do is follow these instructions. Typically, it requires you to mail back the notice and state the reasons why you cannot make it. Most people can reschedule their appointment at least once. We also recommend to call USCIS on their 1-800 number. Typically, you can get an agent and they can also log in the reschedule, but I would not rely on that. I would essentially just follow the instructions on the appointment, and even on the USCIS website, that's exactly what they tell you to do. Follow the instructions on the appointment for the interview, send it back to them, certified mail or FedEx. They keep proof that you did that. So in the future, let's say they come back and say, well, we never heard from you, you're going to have all the proof to show them that you did it on time before that interview. Prior to the pandemic, people were able to make an InfoPass and request the reschedule in person. Currently, this is not possible. Hopefully, this information was helpful, and good luck in your interview. And thank you your husband for his service. Next, our next question is for Mark Gabriel Gaming, and this is about employment. I was offered a job to work as a production worker by one of the company. Recently, I just got a few days to receive an email from the visas agency telling me about the processing of my visa and the total cost I need to pay. If the employer, enlighten me, if the employer or employee should be paying for the processing fee. Thank you. So whether it's an H-2B visa or an H-1B visa, which I think in this case, according to the Immigration and Nationality Act and according to the regulations, only the employer must pay the filing fees. In fact, if the employee pays the filing fees, immigration office may reject the application and send it back. By law, only the employer has to pay the filing fees. And further, they should not be asking you to reimburse them for the filing fees, because by law, they're obligated to pay the filing fees. Now, if you work with an attorney or an agency or whoever is processing the case, you can pay for the legal service fees. But when it comes to the filing fees, only the employer must pay the filing fees. Hopefully this is helpful, and hopefully you get the job and be able to come to the United States and fulfill your American dream. And that's our last question for the segment. Thanks for watching. If you want your question to be featured, keep posting your comments, keep posting your questions. We always scan those questions, and maybe we'll feature you next. Once again, if you want a consultation with me, make sure you text me on this number here, and I look forward to talking to you as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.